All right, cool. What's good, everyone? How's everyone doing? Hold on, let me see this 1 second. Let's see. Hold on. It's going to start on this end right here. Okay. Yep. Pause. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's get this thing started. What's good, everyone? How you doing? Good morning from Japan. It is yes, it is what 6 o'clock in the morning. And hey, what's good? What's good? LA City, what's good? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yeah, everyone just come on in. I'm getting a few things set up right now, but everything is looking good. Real quick, I sent him an email last night. I'm not sure if he got it yet, but to the YouTuber, Mr. Information Man, I wanted to say thank you if he is ever going to watch this. And because my channel has grown, I think like by 150 subscribers in the past very short time, like 2 or 3 weeks, just from being on his live stream. So that's a big thank you to him and to everyone else who's been watching and everyone else who has subscribed recently. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I have to got to get myself together for Japan because hopefully starting a business this coming summer, and with my best friend over here, and it's gonna be looking pretty good this year. I'm going to be investing in some future marketing skills for social media, and because I want to become an extremely good marketer and promoter for my business and also other people's if they need my help. So that would be good because in the near future we had a small talk about this on Information Man's channel. If you are not affiliated with him, please check out his channel. He has some amazing content with some amazing people that he brings on his live stream. Information Man on YouTube, great man, great guy. Really supportive of other people. He's a really cool dude. But yeah, in the near future, guys, it's going to be a really inspiring and a really difficult time because we're going to an information and technology shift that's going to be bigger than anything we have ever seen in human history. In the very near future, it's already happening on a very slow scale with machines taking over human jobs, but on the large scale, you have Uber that's now investing in self-driving cars so they can get rid of all their drivers. Truck companies are doing the same. Bus companies, train companies. I'm sure airlines are investing in self-driving planes or self-controlled planes for the near future. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be taken over by machines or either AI of some kind. And the thing that you can do is as an entrepreneur, one big thing is being able to help people. Being selfish is not going to be your friend in the future. Trying to get things done for yourself is not going to be your friend. The way you become an entrepreneur and make money for yourself outside of the 9 to 5 is have a skill and then being able to help someone with that skill without having any kind of without being entitled to anything. When you are entitled, when you think you are owed something, when you think you deserve this because of whatever, you lose. Be able to give yourself, to give people your time, to give people your product, to give people your skill set, and things will be able to help out. You become an entrepreneur by solving problems for people. And luckily in Japan, their big problem is learning English. And I'm predicting in the very near future with 2020 coming up, the world, when they come to Japan in Tokyo for the Olympics, they're going to see how low the English level really is, and they're going to get annoyed that Japan can't speak English as well as like China, maybe even Thailand. And it's going to get really interesting. So being in the English teaching business is going to be really lucrative, I would say, in the very near future. I mean, it already is now, but like come 2020 and onward, it's going to be great. So that's what we are preparing for now. But if my prediction holds true, it's going to be really good. But I want to talk about today, guys, in Japan. And thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. In Japan, for those of you who don't know, which everyone should know, but just in case you don't, the population is extremely low. Not extremely low, but it's getting lower. And because of that, the workforce culture is going to change here. So in the States and in many Western countries, if not the West in general, LA City, robots will take over 85% of human jobs in the future. It's a great idea for people to go into business for themselves. Yeah, it's a great idea, and it's going to be, honestly, possibly, unless you're in a job that's in science or in technology, it's going to be kind of the only way to live. So in a way, we're kind of going back to the way things used to be, where you kind of have to have your own business. Darky Knight was good. Moderator was good. Long time no see. And I want to apologize for not being with the live streams for a while. It's just I've been busy. Last time I was sick for like a few days. I've been traveling recently. Check out the Instagram, Asia_travel_guy. Yeah, so we took a lot of cool pictures. Saw some beautiful scenery in the mountains of Shiga Prefecture. Gorgeous scenery, cold as fuck. It was crazy because my friend, like, she was just walking around, walking, and I'm like, I almost thought I was gonna stop and die because my feet, like, I couldn't feel my feet anymore. I'm like, yo, I like cold weather. It's like, but controlled cold weather, not the point where you can't control this. So, but we did get some amazing shots. We saw some amazing things. We had some amazing food. So those pictures are on Instagram. Check them out. I was gonna take video, but I couldn't hold the camera right. I can't do it. It's too cold. And plus, if you have a cold camera, if you have a cold DSLR camera, if it's cold and you go into a warm climate, then that moisture will actually seep into the camera and it could hurt your sensor. So you don't want to do that. But I did take some really nice shots. So check that out. Let's see, Darky Knight. Guys, please drop a like. Thank you guys so much. It's free. It's free for now. YouTube might start charging. Oh, and also really quick, guys, if you don't know, if you are a YouTuber, check out Article 13. Article 13 is a European-based law set for internet-based copyright. And basically, it just passed, I think this passed in September. And it's basically a set of rules where if something has been copyrighted by anyone else, no one else can use it, which means that it could potentially be something that affects all European people in terms of they might not be able to get content that the rest of the world sends out. Everyone who's a part of the European Union. So I'm not sure if that includes Britain or not, because I'm not sure if it's Europe or if it's just the European Union. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. And because YouTube is an AI-based system, when it holds to the rules of Europe, it won't be able to distinguish fair use, because I don't think fair use is part of the European copyright system. So, because fair use is for US and maybe a few other Western countries, but it's not for Europe. So it'll be kind of interesting how YouTube works recently. But that just means that you have to create your own content without using anyone else's material, which means you have to be real. You know, the internet is a thing where you have to be real to succeed, honestly. So and that's what's going on. So yes, sorry, my voice is kind of shaky. It's kind of cold in here. I just turn on the heater, so hopefully you get warmed up. But anyway, like I was saying before, Japan's population is on a decline. Many countries are, but Japan is a big topic. Because basically, and I experienced this before, and many of my friends and Japanese people in general has experienced this every day in the Japanese workforce, where in America, if you work hard, if you are like the top person in your company, like a employee, you know, people talk, higher people talk, and they will want to promote you because you can make more money for the business in a higher position. So like people can get promoted within as short of a time as 6 months if they can prove to the company that they are, worth being in that position. In Japan, it's kind of opposite. Well, it's extremely opposite, because Japan is seniority based, not merit based. So imagine you're working hard, you're the best person of your company, of your level, and no one at your level, not even you or anyone lower than you, can get promoted, because it's about who's been there the longest, not who's the best worker, which is a really backwards way of doing business. Because one, if you want your people to stay at your company, you will give them incentives to want to be there, one thing that I'm going to be start doing when we start our new businesses, if we ever do get big enough to have employees, to make sure that they feel comfortable there and to make sure that they always have incentives to be there, as in like get to know them, get to see what they like on a very personal level. Like one thing that my friend did with this company one time, he got to know his people on a personal level. And one of his employees, he had a family and he loved playing baseball. He loved going to see baseball games. So there was a big baseball game, I would think 2 months from that time, he talked to his employee, bought him and his family baseball tickets and said, take the weekend off, right? That's how you keep your employees, wanting to come back, because you're being nice to them. If you give them your time and your money and you help them out and you help their life to be easier outside of work as well, they'll want to stay, because most companies, I would say, don't even do that. So yeah, make your company a place where people want to stay, like a fun place, a serious place, of course, but a fun, enjoyable place. Always make sure that, there are strict rules to be whole, but like make it a place where people enjoy going, because people have to, like, you're using their time. And when you're using someone's time, you're using part of their life that they're giving you for your work. Darking that, it also increases productivity without all the company politics. It does. When people are happy, people are going to do what you ask them to do. If you make them happy, boom, it's cool. It's kind of like if the one who angers you controls you, but the one who also makes you happy can control you as well. But it's not about control in that sense. It's about making them happy so that they just feel comfortable going back to you. People want to go to places that make them happy, Company politics has been recorded to decrease by 50%. Yeah, like you don't want to. Basically, the core is happiness, because if you aren't happy, then what else is there of life? There's nothing worth living for if nothing is making you happy. Bosses have to have people skills. I have my own plumbing and. Hey, that's cool, LA City. That's awesome. Like, if you guys have any tips, because I'm going into the business field soon. So, like, I would say within like the next 4 to 5 months. So, like, if you guys have any tips for me, that would be great, because I'm working on the promotion side of my new company. So, of our new company. So, yeah, but it's cool, because right now, like, I'm also investing in this promotion and what's it called, advertisement kit for the 21st century, basically everything that's online, because most people, what they advertise on is still TV and radio and newspaper, which is okay, but like it's too much money. I'm trying to get into the heads of the real entrepreneurs who do it every single day, because you can make $1,000 in a week versus going to school for 10 years just to make $42,000 a year. Yeah, man. So that's the way business is going to work now. Entrepreneurship, man. Like it's all about helping people, solving problems, and making them happy, and being likable. And that's the thing. If you're a likable boss, people want to work for you. People are going to want to tell their friends to work for your company just because you're likable. Because word of mouth is also word of mouth advertisement will always be a big thing. It can always be a way to make or break your company. So that's cool. But getting back to Japan, what's it called? Hold on, guys. 1 second. This new MacBook update is yeah. Hold on. I gotta they have the top corner things on the MacBook. If you go too far in the left corner, it just goes into screensaver mode. Anyway, yeah, I was just SEO, PPC, FB ads are retargeting on website in funnels. Yeah, because actually, I tested out Facebook ads, and they have brought, they actually brought about like 1,000, not 1,000. I'm sorry, no, 3,000 people. It reached out to 3,000 people in like 4 days. And then over a month time, which it reached out to like 33,000 people. So like, yeah, Facebook ads do help a lot. And they're super cheap. They're super cheap. I have exams in going to graduate in a few months now. We'll go 100%. Yeah, I would say go do entrepreneurship is going to be the biggest thing. And also the cool thing about entrepreneurship is that it's your business. If you run it with people that you care about and that you like and that you trust, yo, it's a fun time, man. Like, here's the thing. Like, this is the cool thing about living in Japan, or really honestly anywhere in the world, but Japan specifically. If you have a business and you can take home $5,000 a month, you're good to go. You are honestly good to go. Honestly, you are really good to go. And that's 5,000, of course, after taxes and everything, if that's possible. But you're good to go. Like, because right now my goal for the next year is to be able to do that. Because right now for my job alone, after tax and everything, I can save about, if I really try to, about between $500 and $700 a month in Japan, which is really good, which is probably more than a lot of people. But I still want to be able to take home 5,000 so I can save 2 G's a month, and then because I did the calculations based on my living standards, 5,000 at home, I can still use about 500 just for spending money, just for the business, or either just for fun stuff, and still save 2,000. So that's pretty damn cool. But yeah, it's going to be a real interesting time because I'm still predicting an economic crash, not crash, but a slowdown in economy for Japan and China. Big time, because right now one of the YouTubers that I listen to, his name is Serpent ZA in China. I've listened to him for about almost 10 years now, and he's a big China YouTuber, right? And what he was saying is that the economy in China is going down, and the thing that's going to kill Chinese people is that the Chinese culture is very selfish. It really is. It's collective, but it's selfish within the collective, So it's collective as in the Chinese people will always look out for Chinese people first, but within the society itself, it's very selfish, and that's why, it's kind of scrambled, right? With Japan, it's very collective, and it's also about helping people. The thing that kind of gets Japan down is that, it puts seniority over merit. That's the thing that kills Japan. I also have a college degree, and it meant nothing. I didn't even need it to be successful. I started a career without it. A person don't need a college degree to be successful, and only knowledge and a plan. Here's the thing: 1 hour with a successful entrepreneur, and they give you their secrets. 1 hour with them means more than 4 years of college, in my opinion. So. Yeah, because I'm watching all these YouTube videos on all these entrepreneurs that are giving all this information, all this stuff for free on YouTube, meant more than 4 years of university, man. Because yeah, man, it's just information that they don't teach you in school. And they don't teach you in school because they want you to spend money on other people's products because it keeps the economy going. At the same time, if you know how to make your own money, you won't be dependent on someone else, right? They need you to be dependent on them. It's like control. It's ugh. So yeah. Madoom was good. I like that name, Madoom, but you gotta say it with some bass. Madoom. I like that. That is cool. And let me get back to this article, man. In Japan, the population is decreasing. So what's going to happen is they are in April. April is the time for fresh and new stuff to happen in Japan because it's springtime. The cherry blossoms bloom. Everything is fresh. The school year starts in April. Yeah, so the IT is booming. The IT is booming here, man. Let me get back to the topic. So what's up, AG? Yeah, so everything starts in April, and companies hire the new people for the most part in April. Schools recruit new students in April. Well, they recruit earlier, but they accept new students in April. So everything happens in April in Japan. However, with the lower population of workers in the workforce in the next coming years, what's going to happen is companies like SoftBank and what was it? Companies like SoftBank and Rakuten, which is like an Amazon for Japan. And that Line is like WeChat and a WhatsApp. Those companies are looking for people much earlier than April, which is something new that Japan hasn't really done before. Because with less workers, with less babies being born, with less people going into the workforce, and less people graduating from college, just because there's a less population. Like companies are going to be like competing for workers, right? So I think in my prediction, to get people to come for their companies, people are going to start, these companies are going to be nicer. They're going to have more benefits. And because with less people have more options on where they want to work, so it's going to be really interesting, really, really interesting. So you're saying Japan is a good opportunity for starting a business. It's a friendly for Black Americans there. I mean, for Black Americans, I would say this is my thing about race, and I say this all the time. When it comes to race and business, your personality and the way you act will transcend your race anytime. That's what I've noticed in Japan. I've gotten a lot of support from Japanese people, not because I'm Black, but because I'm nice, because I help them out, because I give them a service, as in teaching English. Example: the head of the city of my school system is a Nigerian dude, not even African American, Nigerian, right? Under him, they are constantly asking me to work under him because we are a good team together, the Black guy and the African guy, So, like, we have to stop thinking about race. It's not about your race. It's about how you are, right? This job that I got was like, there have been about like so many people who had applied for this job before. This is a city ALT job, which is like one of the higher paying teaching jobs here. I was literally one of the last people that they interviewed, and I got the job the next day. It's not because I'm Black. It's because you have the skill set. You talk the right way. You walk the right way. And you are approachable. You are likable. That's what gets you work here. That's what gets you work anywhere. It's not about your race. Because in the near future, it's not going to be about what you look like. It's going to be about how you are able to get people to like you, how good your product is, how well you can help people. That's what it's going to be about, okay? Japan's friendly to Black people. Just leave the American stuff in America. It's not really the American stuff. It's just, don't bring these labels into your psyche when it comes to business. This doesn't work. The market doesn't care about your race. They care about how you can make profits for the market. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that matters. That's one thing that's going to kill Black people, and that's why I honestly say, the more Black people talk about this white Black, I would say bullshit, it's going to lower the Black business people, because it's that race shit is a distraction. It really is. It's a distraction. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything. If you have the skill set and you are likable, that's the one thing that Black businesses don't teach people. Be likable, be approachable. And the way you be likable is understanding the other people around you. Understanding the other people. We always want to get people to understand us. This is our struggle. This is what we have to go through. Understand them. If you try to understand them, understanding other people makes you likable because it makes you approachable. It makes you into a person that's very rare. It makes you into a person that people can come to, and they know that you're not judging them for what they think about you or for what their situation is. That's what makes you likable. It's better to understand than to be understood. Okay, keep your lifestyle, keep that aside. Get to know other people, because if you can get to know other people and get them to like you, they'll get on your side. They will. They'll get on your side. It's cool. That's what Black people aren't taught. Be likable with other people. Be likable. Stop trying to get people to understand your struggle. Understand theirs, where they're coming from, and they'll open up to you. Okay? Ride their wave, and they will allow and they will be open to riding yours. That's it. That's it. That's how you do business. That's how you work life. That's people skills right there. If a boss takes time to sit down with their employee, gets to know their employee, and see like how the employee thinks, why the employee is going through what they're going through, and actually help the employee out, the employee is going to get on their side and stay with their company. Know the person first, and they will want to get to know you. That's it. Okay, get the black and white bullshit out of here. And I'm not saying that like that no one's going through anything with race. I'm not saying that. However, when that is our first question, how do they treat black people? How am I going to get there because I'm black? You already put limitations on yourself. You're already putting limitations on you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get a job, stack savings, start a biz with it, naturally exceed your job income with your business and take. Yeah, good. That's basically it. And what Darky Knight just said had nothing to do with race. Nothing. Nothing. If you are likable, people will like you. People will want to be around you. People will pay for your product. If it helps them, if it gives value to their life, if they feel comfortable around you, you're good to go. You are good to go. One thing that black people have a problem doing is being a person where people feel comfortable around, right? Because we always have this outward view that people might not like us because we're black. If you have that view, the universe will just give that view right back to you. Be likable, be approachable, be helpful. And that's it. And that's honestly why, a lot of black guys here who are YouTubers, that's why, they'll put on a lot of black stuff. But when I bring on people, I like to bring on people who are white, people who are Asian, people who are black, everyone, because I'm trying to do business. I'm trying to connect with everyone. I'm not trying. This whole black business only thing is bullshit because you need a lot of more people, because the black population, even in America, is so damn low compared to the rest of the country in general. You're taking out a whole opportunity of people and a whole opportunity of connections and a whole opportunity to learn things from people who don't look like you just because they're not. Come on now. No. You have to be open to everything. That's one thing that we are not taught as people, to be open and vulnerable to everything. This is one thing that I had to learn from my friend. He is half black, half Japanese. And he said he's gone the bullshit from black people and from Japanese people. He's seen the good and bad in black and the good and bad in Japanese. And one thing that he can say about black people is that we're not open to everything. We're not. If it's not fully black, if it's not black shit, then we're not really open to it. And that's going to be our hindrance in the near future. The shit that our parents went through, we got to kick that shit out the window because it's not going to be applicable for the next coming years. It's not. It's not the 1960s. Get that shit out. Get it out your head. It's not. We're going into AI where they can probably have a freaking goggle that can make you experience the freaking 1960s if you want to. And I don't think anyone would. So stop acting like it's the 1960s where racism is at its full-time high, because racism is there, bullshit still happens. I get it. But my thing is you have to have perspective of the world. The kid or the man or woman who's ranked 7 billionth in the world, they have problems. The little girl who's caged up somewhere, who's going to be sold as a prostitute to some dirty old dude, she has a problem. It's all about perspective. You have options. You have your time. You have ability to make money. Use that to your ability. Stop thinking about race so much and get grinding with what you have to do. Learn that skill. Learn to be likable. Learn to be approachable. Learn to be helpful, and you'll be able to be good to go. You're not ranked even 1 billionth in the world. You're high. If you're in America, you're good to go. You have the ability to move up. For example, when I went to India, and this is why I encourage people to travel, because you get perspective on how good your life is. I went to India. The Indian people are thriving off of not thriving. When I went to India, I was at this hotel, and this Indian guy was asking me how much I make per month in Japan. And I told him the average someone makes per month is about $2,000 per month. He said, $2,000? That's big money. I said, not really. He said, dude, you can live like a king in this area. I said, wow, this dude was really shocked. He wanted to know so much because it's I think he was making $5 an hour, maybe even lower for his hotel job. It was pretty damn crazy. And in the area I was in was super dirty, and the people are just living life, being able to still talk, being able to still be happy with their life. But of course they want more perspective, man. Perspective. But when I went to India, I was so homesick for Japan because Japan is so clean and so orderly. When I went to India, everything is kind of dirty. Everything is kind of Nothing's on time. Nothing is really functional in a way where, basically it would fail all tests of functionality in the West. And like when I came back to Japan, I had a whole new love for this country just because, like, when clean air is taken away from you, when clean water is taken away from you, when the ability to like be able to go out for a run or go out for a nice bike ride is taken away from you, you start to get perspective on how good your life was. Okay. And like when you get perspective on how good your life is, your gratitude shoots up the wind, like shoots up so damn high. And one thing that business owners have a lack in who don't do well is gratitude. Gratitude will get you so much. Gratitude will keep you continuously happy. It will. It will keep you continue. If you keep on learning skills, be grateful, and help people out, you're good to go. You are good to go. Japanese also has beautiful women. Dude, there are beautiful women in every single culture, man. Like this. That's one thing about Japan that I kind of miss about America, the variety of women. So yeah, I mean, like there are beautiful women here, but like there are gorgeous women in every single culture. And one thing that Japanese women lack on the most part is the front and back. So individuals have it, but for the most part, not all of it. But I mean, I digress. Anyway. But yeah, in Japan, this article was talking about how instead of using April to be their goal point for recruiting, they're going to be recruiting earlier because they want to beat the competition of the lack of people being out here to recruit. And what's it called? You have what is it? Yeah, so basically, like when they changed the merit system over to, or when they changed the work system from merit, from seniority to merit, a lot of Japanese people are very happy with that because it's just the way that it should be, in my opinion. Honestly, if you work hard, your hard work should be noticed. Of course, seniority should play a part. If you've been there for a long time, you should get a higher position or a higher salary. But the way it is now, a lot of foreigners, leave Japan kind of early because they see that their hard work is not really getting noticed. And that's kind of what I want to break out the 9-to-5 system here because I know that system isn't going to be in place for a while because Japan likes to cling on to old traditional stuff. And one thing that science has taught me is that traditional thing is kind of a thing that doesn't really hold forever because things change, and with things, everything has to change. If your tradition don't change, then I don't know, how you can live in the modern day society. But yeah, that's really all I want to say, guys. Yeah, Japan's changing, and it's going to be a really big opportunity for people who know how to speak English and who can teach English well to come here. Because one thing that a lot of foreigners here, that I would say a good 75 to 80% of foreigners don't have in Japan, is a TEFL certificate. And with that, a TEFL certificate is basically a test you can take online or in the classroom showing you the basis of how to teach English in a foreign country. And because most foreigners don't have that here, if Japan ever requires that, it could mean that the foreigners here already without it might be able to stay here due to some kind of grandfather clause. If they need it, they're going to be screwed. So I would say if you're coming to Japan, get that TEFL certificate because it's going to be really, really, it just looks good on your resume. Number two, if you don't like Japan, you can teach in every other Asian country or all over the world. Japan is one of the only countries, if not the only country, where you can teach English where you do not need a TEFL certificate. It is the only country like that for now. It could change. Get that TEFL certificate if you're trying to teach English here, because it could change. And if it does, I would even say when it does, because I'm predicting that it will. You're going to be out the loop, and there might be a lot of people who might have to quit their jobs because they don't have it. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen. And to me, I don't think that it will. But Japan has already changed its book system. It's already changed its book system. And 2020, they already have a plan for a huge shift in the English teaching way of life. So get ready for some changes here, man. And because when Japan changes, it changes big. So get ready for it. And if you can't meet the change, then you got to go home. Because if you can adapt, then you die. Adapt or die. That is the way of life. It's not the strongest. It's not the smartest. It's those who can adapt. That's it. But guys, that is, I guess, all I wanted to talk about. If you guys have any questions about living in Japan with teaching and stuff, or my experience here, please, you know, say it out in the comments or in the chat box. But yeah, that's it. And thank you guys so much for watching for Darky Night, LA City. And what's the name? Mr. Doom. Yeah, my Doom. Thank you. Was anyone else? I think that's it. Yes. Okay. If I'm averaging 4 to 5K a month with my business, I'm coming to Japan. Man, if you can average 4,000 to 5,000 a month, and you can have that, you know. Oh, speaking of money, transferring money. If Darky Knight, if you can live, if you can come to Japan, and you can have that money wired to you in Japan, then you can live here pretty damn easily, man. Pretty freaking easily. I would say with that kind of money, you still want to live more on the outskirts of a big city because you can save more money on the outskirts. I love living on the outskirts because I'd rather go to sleep in a quiet place and party in the loud place, you know? So, but yeah, online business or whatever, like, if you can get that money, yeah, wired to you in Japan, you can live here pretty easily, man. I would say, like, even just you know, for just so you can actually, you know, not be bored, take up a teaching job here, like a really easy part-time teaching job, where you can actually, you know, get your visa to stay here. But like, yeah, because I would say if you get a teaching job here for the first year, just so you can get that visa, you can probably apply for your own for that second year. But can I send monthly PayPal payments to a Japanese bank? Online transfer. This is what I want to talk about. This is company. I use them right now. It's called because I sent money over yesterday. It's called TransferWise. I will put the link in below. I would highly suggest, if you are transferring money to like most Western countries, use this freaking site. It is great. And the transfer rates are so freaking low. It is ridiculous. Let me see. I'm gonna try. Yeah, TransferWise right here. Yeah. So this is the site. Check them out for you. So and if you want to try it out, like transfer money, like a small amount of money from one account to another. I sent about $200 home from Japan to America. If you use a Japanese bank, that the transfer rate or the cost of transfer is like $40. It's ridiculous. I only spent like maybe what was it? What? I got it right here. Hold on. Shoot. Let me see. It's so low. I honestly want everyone. Oh, Ayo, what's up? Shout out to you. My bad. I sent it, and let me see the transfer details. It was, yeah, I sent 23,000 yen home, which is about $206, for 225 Japanese yen for the transfer rate price, which is $2. $2, man. TransferWise, dude. That's a good company, man. Check, you know, I would send just to test them out and see if you like them yourself. Send like $25 over to like another account and just see, you know, how it is. But like the transfer rate's good too. Like 23,000 is about $200, which is a really good rate. You man, it's good to go. Good to go. TransferWise.com. I always use it to transfer money because I can transfer money from my American bank account to my Japanese bank, and also my Japanese bank to my American bank. So it's super good, man. It's super good. You don't have to go through banks anymore because banks are going to charge like $40 a pop. It's ridiculous, man. Even the post office is like 20. Like, you know, it's like, and I think the limit is like maybe $1,000 maybe, even more. Yeah, the limit might be more. But yeah, it's cool. I've used it like 10 times already. Good to go, man. Transferwise.com. Check it out. Try it for yourself. I paused all work now since I got exams, but I will pick back up early this summer. Yeah, man, do your thing. If education is what you're doing now, then that's cool. But like everyone who's watching this now, I think you all are good to go, man. But here's the thing: the only people who are going to be left behind are the people who don't think that they can start their own business. And one thing I'm really getting into now is kind of Buddhism. Not being a Buddhist, but like just the teaching of Buddhism. Because one thing I like about Buddhism that I don't like about Christianity or other religions, that Buddhism teaches you how to look inside yourself, how to improve yourself, thus helping you be able to improve others. And Christianity teaches you just to go outside yourself because you need to go outside yourself to feel good about yourself. No, go inside yourself. And this is my opinion. Go inside yourself. Focus on yourself. If you can control yourself, your urges, your mind, the way you think, the way you react to stuff, the world is yours, man. The world is yours. Whether it's business, women, whatever, the world is yours. Learn sales 100%. Do web development to local businesses first, then branch out. Systemize your businesses and hire other web. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like be able to, who can be someone who is able to help other businesses out as well as your own, or make that your business, you know. So one thing, if you don't have a business right now, one thing you can start doing to become less selfish and more helpful, because like if you're an entrepreneur, you cannot be selfish. I'm sorry, you cannot be selfish. If you are a selfish person, you cannot be an entrepreneur. You cannot. It will never work. If you feel like you are entitled to something, it will never work. I know that there's a guy, his name is Gary Vaynerchuk. I love watching this dude. One thing he talks about is gratitude. The other thing he talks about is when he makes his money, he puts so much money back into his company. I think when he was growing his father's business, his wine business, from like 3 million to 60 million in like a quarter of like 5 years. He only took home $47,000 that year because he spent the rest of his money investing on his business. This is one thing that you can do to save money and also put more money into your business and grow it, is to live minimally. Live minimally. Jamie's, what's good? Live on the minimum side. Okay. You don't need the extra big house. You don't need these most lavish car. You don't need like the big lavish stuff. Like, invest all that lavishness into your business. And of course, you know, if you have the money and you really feel like living a lavish life, then I would say do so. But like for me personally, I don't need like lavishness to feel happy. Like I need just the basic necessities: food, water, shelter, clothing. You know, 2 good suits. Like a pair of nice gym shoes, a pair of regular gym shoes, a pair of brown and black dress shoes, you know, just the basics, right? And yeah, learn from the person you want to become for free and implement it into your business, or work at a company you want to create, then learn tricks and trade and start your own business. That is a great way to live. Learn from the pro. That's how all sports people get good at sports. They train under the professionals. That's all you do. That's all you do. Or train under someone who's doing what you want to do well, right? That's it. That is very, very it. Yeah, but I would honestly say before you can even do that, you have to practice on yourself. You have to, if you are a selfish person, stop being selfish. To start small, buy a cup of coffee for someone, right? Or like, you know, offer to help clean someone's place, or, you know, offer your time to a volunteer place, or, you know, give something of, you know, give something that you have plenty of, and, you know, watch it come back to you. Watch people want to be able to want to be around you, you know. Like when you give, that it comes back full circle. It really, really does. Like this apartment here, right? This apartment, I don't know what foreigner can get this size apartment only being here for 3 years. Being here for 3 years, my Japanese isn't that, it's getting better, but my Japanese isn't that good yet. This place would cost like about 4,000 just for key money alone. And it's near the train station. This is a pretty big damn place. How did I get this place? Because the guy who actually had it last, he helped me get it, right? He helped me get it because I helped him out, and I wasn't being selfish with my work ethic, right? I would help him out. I was there when he really needed me. And the advice that he gave me, I actually implemented it, immediately, which showed him that I was someone that could be good to do business with, right? He helped me out get this place. I'm good to go, right? This place is expensive, but he did help me get the job where I can actually afford this place and actually save money. Because most students have a problem saving like between $200 and $500 a month. I can save $7 to $8. Like, give to people. People will help you out. People will help you out. It's just how it is, man. It really is how it is. Be selfless, and people will help you out, dude. They really, really will. And honestly, man, when you see people smile from when you help them, it feels really good. It feels great. It feels awesome. When someone is smiling and talking to other people about how you help them out, it feels amazing, man. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about, guys. Kill maybe, hey, what's good. But yeah, that's really all I want to talk about. If I find out any other like entrepreneurial secrets, but you guys, man, I'm only 27, guys. I'm only 27. I'm still trying to learn from the old dogs, man. Like, if they can teach me something, I'm always open to learn. And that's another skill that people can learn. Always be open to learn. Never think that you know everything, because the moment you think you know everything, gone. Everything's taken away from you. So, but yeah, that's basically, I guess, all I really had to say. And also exercise. Exercise, keep yourself fit. Keep yourself fit and ready to go. Yeah. So, exercises. I'm just giving out like random advice that everybody knows now. But no, but guys, that's really it. Japan is changing. The world is changing. 2020 is going to be a big year, man. I'm not even looking at 20. I'm I'm looking at 2020. Of course, you want to live in 2019, but no, 2020 is going to be the big year, man. It's going to be the year that everything is going to start happening. Also, 2019 is going to be a huge movie year, man. I'm so excited, man. 2019 is going to be a huge movie year, dude. You got Avengers 4, Avengers Endgame. I'm also looking for Toy Story 4. I don't know how they made a 4 one. I thought 3 was finished. I'm kind of nervous about Toy Story 4 because, yo, why do you need 4? 3 was perfect. But, hey, Lion King's coming out. I was a big Lion King kid. I was born in 91. Lion King came out in 94. I saw it in theaters. That was cool. What else, man? What other movies? Yo, list the movies that you want to see in the chat box. What other movies are there? What other movies? I want to see the new Wreck-It Ralph one because I was a huge video game nerd. The first one was a really good, really well written movie. The second one is I believe about Disney. However, Japan hasn't gotten it yet. So when it comes here, I want to go see that. Game of Thrones season. I could never get into Game of Thrones, man. If I want to get a game, I gotta watch the whole thing, man. I want to watch the whole thing. There's years. There's so many seasons, dude. So many episodes. I might get into it though, maybe. Oh, I love Black Mirror, guys. Black Mirror is so dope. I like Black Mirror. The cinematography on those episodes is phenomenal. Dude, Black Mirror, the first one I saw was just recently, but I saw the video game one where the dude was making the video game based in 1986. Hellboy, I heard Hellboy should be good. Yeah, Black Mirror, yo, if you want to learn how crazy this technology is going to get in the future, watch Black Mirror, man. It's really cool but kind of creepy. Yeah, it's dope. What other good movies are out? This but the ones I really want to see is the I guess Rob Breaks Internet. That's the animated one. Avengers Endgame, of course. Oh, I'm not Star man. I'm not a Star Wars fan. Aladdin looks good. I want to see Aladdin. Aladdin looks good. What's it called? What was it? Yeah, I couldn't get into Star Wars, man. Captain Marvel. That's what I was thinking of. Captain Marvel. Spider-Man 2. Yes, 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 yes. So many good movies this year, man. So many good movies, man. The good thing about living also in the countryside of Okazaki is that movies only cost like $10 to go see. I think they're a little bit cheaper in the States. I'm not sure if prices have raised up since I've been. Last time I went to go see a movie in the States was in 2012, man. I'm not sure how much that. I think that was like $7 back then. But yeah, Toy Story 4, right? Dumbo. I'm not a Dumbo fan, man. I'm not a Dumbo fan, dude. Dumbo. I'm not a Dumbo fan. Or are you just listening to all like all the movies? I'm not a Dumbo fan. I can never get into Dumbo. Spider-Man looks good. Avengers 4, Endgame. Men in Black. Men in Black. I'm skeptical about because I can't see the Thor dude in that one. But yeah. I think it's Men in Black is international, right? I will still see it because it's a cool concept, but I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. But yeah, Black Mirror is dope, man. Black Mirror, basically, man, like watch all these series because all these series, like most of these shows are showing you what the people up top are going to be doing, man. Because like with the I think it was the second episode where the girl got the chip in her head, right? And yeah, man, like what they were saying, this is dude on YouTube who has these predictions and they come true for. It's crazy, man. His name is what's his YouTube name? Was Mo Otzman. Moeothsman. Godzilla, yeah, Godzilla looks good. I want to see Mothra. Like I heard that Mothra look dope, man. Mothra looks so dope. Yeah. What's it called? Damn, what was I talking about? Oh shit. I was my train of thought. No, okay, yeah, so the chip in the head, man. Basically what they said was basically this is going to be like these little holographic cartoon characters that are going to be on your kid's shoulder that they can talk to. But it's also going to be like a tracking device where not only you, but like the phone companies or the internet companies can see where you are. It's going to be like cool but creepy. Black Mirror is so dope. I think it was up all night on New Year's Day and also the night before, just watching episode after episode. They're just like it's so cool. But the cinematography is just so amazing. Like that 4K 4K definition. So but yeah. But that should be good. But yeah, like this year, no, these next few months is crucial for me to get myself together for getting ready for my business in Japan, and also just getting myself together just to start building some real credit here. Cause I didn't want to build credit here unless I knew that I was going to be here. But since I'm starting a business, might as well start building credit, you know? So it's cool. Brother Nubian, what's good, Brother Nubian. We talking about entrepreneurship, man. What's good, dude? How you doing? Oh, and Brother Nubian, man, thank you so much for being my support and just supporting me on Infoman stuff. Love both of you guys. You guys are freaking amazing. My subscriber count has jumped so fast just from being on his platform. Thank you guys so much. I just sent him an email, but like Brother Nubian, if you have his contact, to just let him know that how thankful I am to him. But yeah, that is awesome. And guys, if you don't know this dude, Infoman, Mr. No, his name is Information Man on YouTube. Check him out. He has great content, amazing live streams, really good conversations. Awesome stuff. But yeah, I would say because I'm about to end it now because I want to eat me some hot oatmeal. It's cold in here, and I have the day off, so it's cool. But all I really want to say, guys, is like from this point forward, practice selflessness. Back at you, bro. In my way, the personal training session. Awesome. Good shit, man. Good shit. Practice selflessness. Do something like, because we always say a random act of kindness can go a long way. It really can, especially in the entrepreneurial world. Go out and do something nice for someone, man. Like, hold the door open, buy someone a cup of coffee. Like, if you see like someone older, just do something nice for them, man. Like, one thing I always talk about as Black people, just in people in general, of course, but like we always say, how are Black people treated? Treat them the way that you act. You are your own media. You are your own media. Go out and do something nice for people here or wherever you are, and show them that you or your race is good. There are good people, you know. Then they can judge you or even your race by your own actions that you presented to them. Okay, so go out and practice selflessness. Do good for other people without expecting anything in return. You know, don't expect anything in return, and just practice that stuff, man. Put yourself out there, make yourself vulnerable. And yes, there is the risk that you could get screwed over. There is a risk that someone could, you know, take your niceness as a weakness. There is always that risk. But entrepreneurship, there is, every single action you take is a risk. You bring on someone new to your company, it's a risk that they could screw it up. You know, you walking outside every day, it's a risk that you could get hit by a car. Every time you do something, it's a risk. But fortune favors the bold. That's it. And that's what I want to leave on. So yeah, that's all I want to say. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I would think I will have more of these live streams coming through. Who just like my stuff? Who just liked my stuff? I didn't say nothing bad. Anyway, see, it's always a risk, man. Be vulnerable. Put yourself out there. Not everyone's gonna like you, dude. Hope that was an accident though. But anyway, yeah, put yourself out there. Stop thinking about race. When you're in the entrepreneurial world, it's not about race. It's about it's about how well you can help people, man. And your race has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with your ability to help people. It's all mental, man. Mental will always override the physical 110% of the time. Be likable, be approachable, be helpful, be selfless. Understand the other person so that they can understand you, and don't worry about them understanding your life. Your life doesn't matter when you're in the entrepreneurial world. It's all about understanding that person. You get to understand them. You ride their wave. They will get them. They will sit on the seat to ride yours. That's it. And love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And with that being said, guys, have a great day or a great morning, great night, wherever you are. Peace.